Hey YouTube,
Welcome to Heart-Based Manifesting.
this is Amy.
Nelson.
Nice to see you again.
And we came up with a really great idea. I've never seen this before. Have you seen it?
No.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to give you a demo of what it looks like when people come to us with coaching. And we're not like pitching our coaching. The actual point of it is to help you see the difference in what you're focusing on, because I get different styles of clients all the time and there's no judgment. And we want to show you what it actually looks like to help bring awareness to you when you are focusing on your own manifestation by yourself.
Yes. What she said.
So we're going to demo this out. This is not a real example. We're going to use money. I mean, it's not a real situation. It's just an example.
Yeah.
We're going to use money. It's a hot topic for a lot of our coaching clients. And Nelson is going to coach me, and I'm going to be the client.
Perfect. All right. Well, I usually start by saying hello.
Hello.
How are you, Amy?
I'm good. How are you, Nelson?
Good. So, what's been going on since our last session?
Well, I've had a lot of extra bills come up and repairs, and it just feels like money's tight all the time.
Okay.
And I just feel like, I've been doing my focusing work and my affirmations. I'm a multimillionaire affirmation, and it just, I'm not getting there, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm having like ups and downs in my emotions. I get like a high where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm totally going to be able to do this and get the money that I need. But then it's just, I don't know. I just feel like really frustrated about my situation. And no matter how much money I seem to bring in, it's just, just like taken away by some unseen source that needs it.
Do you feel like you're spending a lot of money?
Yeah. But not like on things that I want. No, just like on things that pop up and like
superfluous stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. We can deal with that. So, for all intents and purposes, if she would have come to me during coaching in our first session, I would have dealt with that immediately. But let's say this is the second session and she's bringing this up first time. Just,
Yeah.
So in that case, I wanted to say a couple of things. So in my coaching, I connect you to what you really love. And if you think about money, do you think money as is it something that comes from your heart, or is it something that is a human construct and, is something that is linked to your purpose? Is money linked to your purpose?
Oh, well, I just want more money.
Right. So money is a human construct. So if you had a possibility to ask your heart about money, your heart goes, I don't know what you're talking about, because I don't know about money. You see my point. So when you're trying to create money, you can. In obviously in Earth, we use money to exchange value, but as a human being, your heart doesn't really understand money. So what is the vehicle for you to focus on money? What is the vehicle that is actually going to create the money? And normally, is not actually focusing on money. Is actually focusing on something that you really want and you really love, that will eventually, as a consequence, generate money. Does that make sense?
No.
You're being a very good client. Typical client. Yeah. Why doesn't it make sense?
Because I have bills to pay. There's like the practical side of it.
Okay.
And I feel like this has been my whole life. It's always been like this. And I'm just tired of it. And it shouldn't be this hard.
And what is it that you do to generate money?
I have a job.
And do you like your job?
I mean, it's a job. It's okay.
But do you love it?
Does anybody love their job? No.
And that's the point. So if we move you to something that you really love doing, you know, like if you think about something that you really love doing, what would that be?
Oh, I'd love to travel the world.
Okay. And can you think about ways of making money while you travel?
No, don't I need to make the money to travel?
Not necessarily.
Oh.
I know a lot of people that make money by traveling, and they get sponsored and paid, and
Well, yeah, I could do the sponsored thing maybe.
yeah. So you see, the point is, you know, you love traveling, and you're now in a job that doesn't involve traveling, and yet the job pays the bills, but you're really dissatisfied. So what if we find a way to get you to do what you love doing, which is traveling, and also make money,
Yeah. I mean, that sounds so much better.
right?
Yeah.
And then what happens after that is potentially that will open up a new set of things that you love doing associated with travel that you haven't really thought about. And when you start thinking about ways of making money, you know, sponsorships, and even becoming an influencer on social media, etc., that will open up a huge amount of opportunities, you know, that you can't even dream of. So if I were to help you connect you more with what you love around the traveling, and then we can work on ways, and you can actually start to think about, you know, ways of making money, you know, doing that. Well, how would that sound?
Well, that's good. But what do I do in the meantime? Because I need money.
Well, in the meantime, you have a job, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So practical ways that come to mind would be, how can you make your job more enjoyable?
Okay.
Are there any other things that you can do today that or let's say identify the top 3 things that you love about being in your job? It could be the people that you're with, or it could be certain activities that you're doing. So do more of those. And then if you can, delegate some. And if you can, negotiate with your boss, you know, what you dislike about the job that you don't want to do. And there is always a way of, you know, getting out of stuff that you don't like. But, you know, one thing about, you know, manifesting what you like is, or what you love is to communicate it clearly. So my recommendation is, when you speak to your boss, you know, you actually clearly articulate, well, you know what I love about this job is this and this and this, but I really hate this and this and this. So, and it's not my strength. Can we find a way?
So my boss is not going to be on board with that, but I can delegate. So I'll just go to the person I can delegate.
Yeah. Because they're naturally, you know, there will be people naturally that want to do what you don't like doing.
Yeah.
So it's identifying those people, and then kind of convincing them that, you know, this is actually, well, not even convincing them, because they love doing that. So it's just a case of, you know, sharing with them.
Okay.
And delegating. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that first example is, and you haven't seen the comparison yet, is the person, and I've done this myself many times, who launches in with the current situation, the problems, no matter what's being said, it's going back to what's not working.
Yeah.
And this is common. And it's bringing awareness to you to see what it looks like. Because when we're in it, it's so like...
Oh, we're engrossed.
We're engrossed in it. But now we're going to do a different example where I come to the coaching session and I'm very clear about what I want and very open. Or more open.
Oh, that would be nice. As a coach. It makes me feel better.
And don't feel bad if you because like I've done it to people too. I'm like, here's my problem, and they're just sitting there like, what? Oh wait, okay. We're all human. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you ready for the next version?
Absolutely. So yeah, hi Amy.
Hi Nelson.
What's been going on?
Well, I am like, just feeling that money. As you know, last time from my first session, I just really want to be making $150,000 a year, doing something that I love, and I'm ready.
Great. Well, you're in the right place. So what's your current situation at the moment with, let's say, generating money?
So I have a job. I'm making about 75 a year, so it'd be about double, and it does feel like a big stretch, but it's okay. It's paying the bills, and
Do you like what you do?
some of it.
Okay. And have you got clarity as to what you would like to do to generate the 150K? Or do you have at least an idea?
Well, I know I'm not supposed to focus on the how, but I have been thinking my boss could just give me a gigantic raise, which doesn't seem very logical. No, I think I'm open to a different career, maybe.
Career?
Yeah, it feels a little scary, but I think I'm open to it. Because for me, it's really, I want to have that freedom where I feel like I have enough money to do what I want, to cover my expenses, but also to travel. I love traveling, and I'm okay with where I'm at. It's not great, but with my job, but I would like to have more joy and purpose in what I do.
That's an interesting one. So I was going to ask you, because there's always a motivation behind money. So there's more behind money than what you think. And so in your case, you just said freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
And freedom, financial freedom is, many people strive for financial freedom. Some people strive for location freedom. Like me, I want to be able to work everywhere and anywhere. Freedom of movement, like I can move anywhere, etc. So if you describe freedom for you, what would it be like?
My own schedule. Freedom of schedule.
Like own your schedule.
Yeah. And freedom to, I think this is maybe where the money comes in is, because I love to travel, I want to be able to stay at like the nice hotels.
Okay.
And splurge on a nice dinner. And if I want to go to like a show, that I get the expensive tickets, and really savor those experiences.
Okay. So what if I did an exercise really quickly with you now, just to be clear on what you really love doing? And then, because I think the money is a consequence of what you love. And there will be an activity associated with what you love that can, generate money. Typically, if you're earning 75K, doubling that as an employee is going to be a tall order. Unless you move to a different kind of role, maybe sales, that, is actually, you have no limits in terms of how much you can make. It's your own responsibility as to how much you can make. You're under control. But yeah, instead of focusing on, let's say, another employment, let's just get the freedom of really tapping into what you love.
Yeah.
And then see what that looks like.
Okay.
All right. So if you close your eyes, and I'm just going to guide you, and it's going to be a very simple exercise of visualization. So just relax yourself and take a couple of deep breaths if necessary. And then if you have any thoughts, anxieties, worries, you can imagine that you have this heavy box on your side, which you can use your imagination to create it in whichever way you want. And that box has a heavy lid. So whenever you put something in the box, it will, once we put the lid on, it's not going to come out. So you can choose to put your worries, anxieties, thoughts, feelings, limiting beliefs, limitations. You put them all in the box just for now. as we do this exercise. And when you're ready, just close the lid tightly.
Okay.
And just turn away from the box now. And now imagine that you can connect to your intuition, which is an expression of your higher self, your heart. And now you can visualize in front of you a circle that says, the vision of what I love. And you can say the vision of what I love the most. And you imagine you can actually jump into that circle. And it's just an imaginative exercise. And once you jump into that circle, then you will get an impression of what that looks like. And just do that and just verbalize what you're getting.
The circle was a globe.
Okay.
And I jumped into the globe, and all of a sudden I was like traveling and going from place to place, specifically like Europe, different cities, and like, you know, having coffee in cafes and taking pictures and seeing all the sights and stuff.
Okay. Sounds good. So traveling.
Traveling, yeah.
Traveling the world.
And not worrying about money, just being like, savoring the moment and enjoying the moment and just being able to do what I need to do when I want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. So let's go with that. So just now open your eyes and regain your consciousness. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Great. So you see, that's kind of what's in your heart, really, and that's what needs to speak more volumes about what you really want.
So I want the money to have that lifestyle, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, and you can. So, and this is the thing. You can, right now, you can make a choice and move to Thailand, and you can even negotiate a job that you can actually do from there, and get paid, let's say, a quarter of what you earn now, but you'll be financially free in Thailand.
Ah, yeah.
So the point being, you already today, you can make a choice of being financially free. And the question is, you know, what that choice actually entails, you know, if it's going to be leaving my family behind, or if I want my circumstances to remain the same. But in reality, if you focus on what you love, which is your travel, then we can focus on the opportunities around traveling that will allow you to do the traveling, and less focused on the money, really. Because if your traveling is happening, do you really care about having $1 million in your bank account?
I mean, it would be nice, but...
It would be nice,
but no.
of course.
No,
but
I want those experiences.
What you really want is traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So traveling...
And not to feel stuck.
Yeah.
That I can't travel, because the job feels like a limitation to me.
Yes. I mean, one of my dreams is to be able to walk to the airport one day and just with a bag and just go to the counter and say...
I've literally done that before.
Have you?
Side note, not Amy the client, Amy the Amy has really done that before.
Yeah, just walk into the counter and say, hey, where's the next plane going? Oh, I don't know, Bangkok. Okay, I'm in. Let's go.
Mine
like
was
that.
Vegas. I won money. It was great.
Brilliant. Yeah, so literally, I think your life can revolve around your travel, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, focused on the money. Mm-hmm. So you want to focus on what you love, which is the travel, and then what we can work on is, okay, what are the surrounding things that you want to do to sustain your travel?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
You know,
and so like do what you love and the money will follow.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. So focus on what you love, and then the natural action will become apparent to actually get closer to your dream life. Yeah. And this is a demonstration, but I will also take you through another similar exercise to actually figure out intuitively what the action is, which is also cool.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Okay.
Or do you not want to do it?
Yeah, let's go. No, it's easy to do.
But real quick, do you see the difference
Yeah.
It's the same person. One presented the problems and the current circumstances, and the other one was more like, I want, which led the conversation to the same point, but in a different space. But yes, let's do that. For my,
I definitely felt, as a coach, I felt more in tune and energetically more connected to what you wanted.
yeah,
The previous Amy was very closed, and I didn't actually do the exercise with the previous Amy because I didn't feel she wouldn't connect with it.
yeah. And again, there's nothing wrong with being in either position, because I've been in both positions as a manifester. And if you don't know what you want, it is perfectly acceptable to say, I want to know what I want. I want more clarity. You can say it that way.
Absolutely. Good. So, okay, let's close your eyes. And now what we're going to imagine is that you have two versions of Amy. One that already is traveling and enjoying going to, really, really cool places, the places you love, having those experiences. Money is no limits. You have all the money you need to do whatever you want. You can go to any restaurant. So imagine Amy already accomplished that and already being that.
I can feel it. I can really connect with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm there, strolling through the plaza.
Yes, exactly. So now there is another Amy, which is kind of in current reality, stuck in the job that she's kind of ambivalent to it. She doesn't really like. She doesn't really love. But it pays the bills, and it's all right. And the Amy that is not traveling, Amy that is stuck in Charlottesville, and
I feel automatically I feel my whole system pull in.
Closed off, exactly. So now, if you can imagine Amy in the future, future Amy that is traveling and having fun and enjoying life, and really going to really cool places, she's able to send a message to current reality Amy, which is stuck in Charlottesville in a job she doesn't like. And you can literally imagine,
buy the red dress. Just kidding, keep going.
You can really imagine future Amy writing down a piece of paper and then flinging a paper airplane to current reality Amy.
Okay.
Yeah, just do that.
Emma, can I read it?
Yeah. She opens up and read it, yeah.
This is in a non-judgy way, but it says you're more than this. What are you waiting for?
Right. And those could be, next steps could be action taking, direct action, what's obvious. Or it could be supportive kind of beliefs and supportive ways of being for you to kind of, like you say, what are you waiting for? You have everything at your disposal right now.
There is an action step. She sent a second airplane, paper airplane, and it said contact that travel influencer that you follow on Instagram and ask them if, just casually, how they got started, and if they don't reply or whatever, it's fine. But I know of a resource.
You have a role model.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Great. And now you can open your eyes. Come back to normal consciousness.
Yes.
Great. So how did that work for you?
It was good. I liked it. I think really though the action step is buy the red dress, because that was right there. There's a red dress that I've been thinking of, I would wear that if I were to go to Argentina or something.
Oh, wow.
Argentina.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so I might go get that dress.
There is a lot to say about that, because when you don that dress, it's like, yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
I'm traveling. Yeah. Cool.
So that's the demonstration.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, me too. And each coaching session is different. So like it depends
Yeah.
on what people are working on and the vibe and everything. But the reason we thought of this is to help you, because sometimes we are not aware in our own mind if we're problem thinking or focused on what we want thinking. And even though this isn't like a real situation for me, when I was imagining traveling, I felt open and expansive and connected. But when I was imagining my current reality, I felt smaller in comparison. So also be aware, sometimes you can sense it in your body or you can feel it to know which version of it is. And the whole point is to know that there is a difference between focusing on here's my current reality, here's my problem, versus I'm focusing on already having what I want. And it's okay to be aware of your problem in your current reality, but you don't want that to be your main focus for your manifestation.
No, exactly. In the previous video, I said that, moving towards what you love actually helps you dissipate, your current reality, let's say. It's very powerful when and I just want to acknowledge your energetic connection with the end result of where you were.
Yeah.
Because we underestimate that. But in reality, I've had clients that were in the verge of, clinical depression. And by just helping them reconnect and connect with what they love, they actually came out and became more joyous in that process.
Yeah.
So this has, even though I'm not a therapist, and I'm going to say this, but we don't do therapy. But this process tends to be very therapeutic because of that. It tends to be enriching and more sort of higher vibration. Because the higher vibration, you felt this, the higher vibration of traveling and being there and visiting the places, compared to being stuck in your job, paying the bills, but not traveling. It's like night and day.
And I will say the experience of being able to do both, the comparison. I love comparison as well when I coach people, because sometimes it's easier to see two things next to each other that are different to be like, oh, obviously I want this one. I felt that it was obvious because of that comparison of doing the future version or the traveling version first.
Yeah.
There was obvious things that I could be doing that I wasn't aware of. And so it was like going about my current reality. It's like we think there's nothing I can do. I have to wait for a miracle. I have to wait for something, when in fact there was plenty of things I could do.
Yeah.
But I wasn't thinking in that direction.
That's true.
And that's what the limitation is we think we don't see that it's right there. So thank you. That was amazing.
No,
I'm going to go travel now.
Yeah, go for it. I'll come with you. Cool. Well, if you like this, please like, subscribe, share. We're growing the channel. I believe we're giving a lot of value to you as an audience. We want to grow. We want to disseminate, expand the community. So,
and really
support us.
We really want to normalize manifesting the human experience and focused on your heart knows the way, you're following what you love. And you are the Manifesting Hub.
Manifesting Hub everywhere, YouTube, Instagram.
I'm Illuminating Joy, YouTube, Instagram. And yeah, anyway, we hope you enjoyed our content. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Happy manifesting. No, but for real, I really want to travel now.
Okay. Have you got your bags?
Oh, no, but I need to renew my passport. Carla, where are we going?
Actually, you were saying Thailand. Let's go to Thailand.
Let's go to Thailand.
Let's go to Thailand.
There is the festival with the lanterns. Yeah.
Oh, they do that there?
Yeah.
All right.
In Chiang Mai.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to Bangkok before, but okay, we're going.
Yes.